time for the match game. Hollywood Square Hour. With from Happy Days, Anson Williams. From Mr. Smith, Leonard Frey. Sybill Danning. Proctor. Jenilee Harrison. And the stars of the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour, Gene Rayburn and John Bowman.
Tap dance.
Right.
I always wanted a tap dance.
We like everything but the whistling, right? The whistling is bad for my eardrums. Please, thank you very much. But we appreciate your enthusiasm, and you're a wonderful bunch.
I love the whistling.
You love the whistling?
Yeah. And there are a few people with whips out there, too. Could you...
Who can whistle real loud? Come up here and whistle in his ear.
Yeah, come on. One more time. All the whistlers.
whistling.
Ready? Hit it.
I hate that. I don't want whistling.
I changed my mind.
All right, listen, join us, John and me now as we greet our stars. A big round of applause for the stars of the match game.
And assorted whistles.
I mean, we've got an elegant-looking bunch here today. You all have your finery on.
Yay!
How many birds died to make that dress?
None.
None.
Thank you.
Is this the man in the white suit from the movie of the same name?
Well, it's the fat man in the white suit. Because, see, they should have pants, but that was a few months ago, and I fit into those, so...
Goes back
It's
to
just a white top.
I guess, yeah?
You had
Yeah,
something?
Gene, I missed you at Christmas time, and it is a new year, and since you're basically a Slav at heart, which I think only your wife knows, my girlfriend Diane Davison was recently in Yugoslavia and brought me back this, which is a crossword puzzle book in Yugoslavian. I'm sure you can use it between, you know, shows. Occupy your time.
Dobar dan.
So nice.
Thank you very much. It is.
There's a picture of Raquel Welch on the last page, by
There is. And it says Velika Ljetna Nagradna Igra. It means
right.
a big summer festival.
That's correct.
Easy for you to say.
There aren't too many of us. Oh, that is Raquel Welch. Oh, dear me. Speaking of Raquel Welch, listen, I think that is...
I'm thinking a lot, too.
I saw it. He's had
Gene,
something
save
to do.
yourself. I want to...
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Did you get a good look at it? What do you call that?
Gene, that's the new look for jogging outfits. You haven't seen that yet?
You jog in that?
Oh, yeah. I run my dog in it and jog in it.
Really?
Sure.
Where do you live?
It's real comfortable.
Where do you run?
It looks like metallic fabric.
It is. It is. That's why I get my tan.
What's
It's a
that?
little like the solar system, you know, the new solar system.
Yes.
Gene?
Well, I
Jumps
promised...
off the metal, and that's why I get my tan.
What's it?
Tanning things, it just kind of reflects the sun.
Oh, I see. Yeah, she holds that thing. Okay, I got it. I understand it all now. All right, we're ready to begin. If you'll join me in greeting our two players here, Cindy Hoffman and Sam Yuskovic. Hello there. Let's get acquainted. Cindy, tell us about you, please.
Hi, Gene.
Hi.
I work as a grader for a California bar review course. I graduated from law school 6 years ago, and in my second year, I met my husband, and in my third year, I had a child, and my third year, I graduated.
And you're a grader for a bar review course?
Right, for people preparing to take the bar, they have to take a course.
Check the exams.
I help them try and pass.
Okay, teacher. Right. Good luck to you, Cindy.
Thank you.
Sam, tell us about you. Can you read this book?
Dobar dan, Gene, yes,
Dobar
I can.
dan, yeah.
I can, yes. For 22 years, I've been a high school art teacher.
Yeah.
Teaching America's finest and appreciation of the finer things. My wife and I, of 23 years, are raising two teenagers of our own, a college freshman and a high school sophomore.
And where were your parents born?
My dad is from Dugiotok, a small island out of Zadar in the beautiful Adriatic Sea.
Right. All right, Sam. Yuskovic.
That's got it.
All right. Here we go. Here in the match game, you'll each have 3 chances to match as many of the loonies as you can. The one who's done that most often at the end of the third round will be the winner and go on to challenge our returning champion on Hollywood Squares for a chance to win up to $30,000. Cindy, you won the toss. You go first.
Okay, I'll take A, Gene.
A it is for you, Cindy. And this is what it says. Ira the inventor said, I just invented the world's most powerful vacuum cleaner, and boy, am I sorry. When I turned it on, it sucked in my blank. Oh, you rascals.
Gene, can we stay even if we're not Serbo-Croatian?
Right, yes, you may.
Okay, thanks.
Sybill, darling. Now she's ready.
Yes,
okay,
Looney is ready.
I heard the inventor said, I just invented the world's most powerful vacuum cleaner, and boy, am I sorry. When I turned it on, it sucked in my blank.
Body.
Your body, the whole
body,
thing went
yes.
right in. Bing.
Yeah.
All of it. All of me. All right, Sybill. Speaking of bodies, she said body.
And
What have you got to offer?
And when we talk about bodies, it's either all or nothing, right? We don't go for just part of it. So I agree with you.
Oh,
Body.
Thank you,
there's
Sybill. Thank you.
Took your loony long enough, right?
Right. All right, Anson.
Well, I was a leg man till I sat next to Sybill here, but
Oh, my leg.
but I didn't. Nothing. But there's other nice things too. I didn't put the whole body. I put legs.
Legs. All right.
Sorry about that.
No match
Sybill
there.
makes me pant, so I put pants.
Sucked in my pants. All right. Powerful vacuum cleaner, and am I sorry? When I turned it on, it sucked in my...
Suck in that body, Gene.
Doing the best I can, John.
Attaboy. Well, I know she has body on her mind, but I said wife.
All right. That got rid of her.
John.
Well, see, I didn't know whether he'd be sorry. I mean, it depends on the guy. Do you know this guy? Who was he?
Ira.
Ira the inventor.
The inventor,
Ira
right.
loves his wife.
You dirty
All right, Miss
man.
Jenilee.
I thought of the most logical answer.
Logic.
Yes.
We're in trouble.
Doesn't work in this game.
It does
here.
not work in this game. Rug.
Sucked in the
carpet,
rug.
You
Right.
know, I mean...
Yes. Got to get rid of your logic, Jenilee.
I know.
Don't be
Booed
logic.
wife
He
and you're
called
letting
us
her get away with
loonies.
drug?
Right.
Well, carpet, you know, like... Oh, okay.
Okay, Leonard.
It sucked in my... Come on now, get it out. Let your aggressions out. Start January out with a bang.
Wife.
Can you read?
Wife.
Why?
Wife is okay. All
You
right.
guys are
The audience
dirty.
said polar
Now,
bears
Sam,
yesterday.
let's see what we have for you. She's got one.
That's right, if you'd like to.
Nancy said, when my mother told me my life would be unusual if I married an Eskimo, she was right.
Yeah.
On our wedding night, he brought a blank to bed. You know about Eskimos, you guys up here?
Yes.
You do.
Eaters of the dead or something like that. They eat it raw. Their name means they eat it raw.
Right. That's it. We had that, didn't
Yes,
we, on the
I
previous show. They have strange customs.
They do. You would too if you lived up in an igloo.
All right, Sam. Nancy said when my mother told me my life would be unusual if I married an Eskimo, she was right. On our wedding night, he brought a blank to bed.
Oh, polar bear.
A polar bear. Well, that was some menage, I tell you. All right, Sybill.
Well, at first I thought it'd have something to do with rubbing noses. That's what they do up there. But
Yes,
since
they
he
do.
was not thinking of his wife, I thought of St. Bernard.
A St. Bernard.
Lifesaver, you know?
Right.
How about that, huh?
We've got the idea there. All right. Anson.
What did Sam say?
Sam said, on our wedding night, he brought a blank to bed.
And you said?
He said polar
A
bear.
polar bear.
Oh, polar bear.
Oh, acting.
Polar bear. Yes, you're right. I'm acting.
45 years on
I'll sign it,
Happy Days, and
Leonard.
you can't act better than that.
All right.
I don't talk to chimps.
One of the odd customs that the Eskimos have is lending their wives to guests who come to stay with them.
They do that.
They do that. But I hope that he wouldn't lend the polar bear if I were visiting.
How did you know that, Gene? Did they do that in Yugoslavia, too?
No, I happened to read somewhere that it is an Eskimo custom that wives are interchangeable.
Yes.
With polar
Did you know
bears?
that? No.
Yeah, with other wives.
All right. On our wedding night, he brought a blank to bed. Polar bear is what Sam said, and so far, he's got two.
I'm sorry, Sam. This was the most vivid image I could create. Harpoon.
Harpoon. Okay?
Whoa. Shana, no. Good. And they're not booing. They're just saying harpoon. They love it so much.
John, are you for making love and making war?
Making love and making war, right. All right, Jenilee, what have we got from you?
I threw my logic out the window.
Good.
So now I'm playing the game right.
Aha! All right, Sam, that's three. Mr. Leonard Frey.
You know, Eskimos rub noses. You know, in my case, it could be a wild night.
Yes, it could be.
I'll take you on. Come on.
Polar bear!
I love your profile, Leonard. Look this way. Now look at me. And he'll get the shot from over there. That's a wonderful profile. Isn't that a wonderful profile?
The battle of the profiles.
Two of them is too much.
Look, you know, back to back. Here, stand back to back for a minute, John.
All right, back to back. Let's
Who
see.
wins? Roman coin.
Wait a minute.
Roman coin.
That's it.
Pickaxe.
Yeah. It's the
This
Greek
show's getting
tragedy
very
comic
strange.
match. All right, 4-1 the score here. Sam Yuskovic is ahead. That's round one. Round two right after this.
For now.
Here we go with round two. Sing. All right, Sam, you're ahead. You go first.
I'll go with B.
B. B. B, C. All right. The Postmaster General said,
Yes.
we were going to issue a series of stamps called A Tribute to Farm Animals, but we decided that no one wanted to lick the back of a blank. Farm animals. Anson, you don't play. You lay out.
I lay.
Phil, you don't play. You play.
Oh, too bad.
You matched in the
I wanna
previous
play.
round, so you don't have to
Oh,
play.
I don't play?
No.
Running through all the animals in her mind. as
Right.
it were.
Oh, it's so much fun just to watch her
May
write.
I do that again, please?
Sure. Postmaster General said we're going to issue a series of stamps called A Tribute to Farm Animals, but we decided that no one wanted to lick the back of a blank. All right? All right, she's ready. Sam? A tribute to farm animals, we decided that no one wanted to lick the back of a blank.
Pig.
A pig, all right? We have a scattering of applause and a scattering of boos. Let's see what Sybill says.
Well, I guess this is, I'm allowed to write that. I know I am.
Right. Okay. All right. Who else plays here?
I do.
John, you're the one.
She just couldn't write pig, that's all.
Right.
Go away fast.
Can you write pig?
I sure can.
Pig is pig. Okay, Sam, we have 5 for you now. And Cindy,
I think it's the best answer.
Yeah.
you'll have a chance to do a little catching up, several, as a matter of fact. The Godfather said, he said, the Cleveland family just hired a man, and that's why all my men are wearing bulletproof blanks. Hitman. So my men are wearing bulletproof blanks. You don't play this round?
I don't?
No, you matched her in the previous round, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So you just lay out this round. And the others have all responded, so we'll come over here to Cindy. Godfather said, the Cleveland family just hired a hitman. That's why all my men are wearing bulletproof blanks.
Knee pads.
Knee pads, all right? So you see, the came to about here.
Knee pads.
Knee pads.
Do they dance?
No, since you matched previously, you don't play. Anson is up first this time.
Yes. Well, I got to tell you, you know.
What?
There's other areas I'm more worried about than my knees.
Right.
So, I put down jockstrap.
Jockstrap. Okay.
Goodbye.
Here, Leonard.
Yes, it's for his collection.
All right, Phil.
I have needs too, and I hope that Sybill will protect them. And there they are.
Good.
Knee pads. All right, so you pick up one, Cindy.
You're safe. You're safe.
All right, John, we're up to you.
Yeah.
Why all my men wearing bulletproof
I'm in the same general vicinity as Anson. I said shorts.
shorts? Another good one. Yep. Jenilee?
Well, I was thinking of jockstrap too, but then I thought, well, you want to cover all areas, right?
Yeah.
Knees and everything?
Yes.
So logically speaking, it should be pants.
Logic again. Logic again.
But this is true. Logic goes down the drain.
This game.
You see, you get bulletproof of something you already have on, like a vest, a shirt. That's why this guy from the Cleveland family must be the dance captain of the musical version of The Godfather. Anyhow, my answer is wrong and
Yes.
bad. I'm sorry, Cindy. I said socks.
No, it's not a bad answer.
Oh, no, that's all right.
They don't know a thing. You're arbitrary.
Anything like
never
that.
worn
shoes,
socks. How would
socks,
you know?
shorts, all those things, are knee pads,
Nose
all of those were
would be bad.
excellent
Well, you
answers.
happen to know
All
that.
of them very good. So that's the end of round 2. Where are we? 5-2 in Sam's favor. One more round to go, the final round right after this.
Some people save 30% on your first order at Chewy.
Here we go, round 3, final round. Ding. Sam, you're still ahead. There's one person you haven't matched. Let's see if you can do it.
I'll go with A.
All right. Who is the one person? Sybill. You have not hooked up with Sam yet.
Let's hook up.
Here it is. Ugly Edna's husband said, "My wife, Ugly, has her own method of birth control. She doesn't take the pills, she just takes off her blank." You got the idea? Good. All right. Okay, Sam, she's ready. Ugly Edna's husband said, "My wife, Ugly, has her own method of birth control. She doesn't take the pills. She just takes off her blank."
Her lower body.
Her lower body?
Lower body?
What? It's detachable, is it?
It's unusable then.
I see.
It's something they do in Yugoslavia.
No, I don't. He doesn't understand his answer any more than I do. All right, Sybill came up with a pretty good response. Would you show and tell
I
now,
don't know,
please?
maybe I'm taking on your habit of being too logical, but if
Takes off her clothes.
she's that ugly and she takes her clothes off, she doesn't do
Yeah,
anything
it would be a
else.
turnoff, you see. So, now, Cindy, you have a chance to catch up. 3 to tie, 4 to win.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Sybill and the lower tier. I mean, Anson and the lower tier. Here we
Sounds
go.
like a singing act.
Right.
Anson
and the lower tier.
Sounds like a musical group, you know?
Anson and the lower tier. Marie said.
Who?
Marie is speaking. She
Maria.
said, "My daughter just told me she'd like to grow up to be just like the lady next door. Well, what worries me is the lady next door is a blank."
They're spicy tonight, aren't they?
Right.
Right.
I guess we're about ready, right?
Yes.
No.
No?
Yes.
I'm taking after Leonard.
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
Cindy.
Yes.
Marie said, "My daughter just told me she'd like to grow up to be just like the lady next door. What worries me is the lady next door is a blank.
I hope she is a hooker.
Hey, hooker." All right, Anson. Is the lady next door a rug maker?
How am I supposed to know? Mine's no. No, my lady next door is a lady of the night.
Oh!
Lady of the night is a rug maker. All right.
He didn't know what that meant, so he didn't know it matched.
5-3 to score. Okay.
Okay, as bass singer of Anson in the lower tier, I like to say, bum 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 dang a dang dang ding a dong ding, hooker.
All right. 5-4 to score.
The whole thing?
The whole thing.
Bum 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 dang a dang ding a dong ding.
Hooker.
Now, Leonard, here's the way it is. At this moment, we have a tie score, and it is entirely up to you. Do we go to a tiebreaker, or do we have a win here?
I was going to say man, but I thought that was too special. So I went with Lady of the Evening.
Oh, good.
Well, Sam, hang around here. Be right through with you. We got to say goodbye to Sam Yuskovic. It was a pleasure to meet a fellow Yugoslav.
Thank you.
And we're going to send some gifts your way. And Doviđenja.
Doviđenja.
Sam, wait a minute, I got to get my magazine. Okay, I've got it. All right, where's the mark? Right here. Come over here. Now we're going to switch to Hollywood Squares. There's the rest of the set. 3 more bodies will be making their appearance here in a moment or so. Anybody get hurt up there? No.
All right.
Close.
John and I will trade places here. Lots more excitement coming your way. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
A member of our studio audience will receive Whirlpool's microwave oven with microcomputer push-button control. Program all cooking cycles, times, and power with the touch of your fingertip. Convenient defrost guide and bi-level cooking rack furnished by Whirlpool. And now, it's time for more of the match game. Hollywood Square, our with from real people, Mark Russell. From another world, Mary Paige Keller. Pat McCormick. And taking over, the star of the Hollywood Square, John Bowman.
Okay, we'll be right back as soon as we all calm down. You come back too.
Starting at 2 on Buzzer.
And now, John Bowman and the Hollywood Square.
Okay, thank you, Gene Wood. Welcome, everybody. This is the second half of the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour, and here is Cindy Hoffman. And we have to say hello to 3 new celebrities first. We have Pat McCormick, and we have, of course, Mary Paige Keller, and Mark Russell.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You know, a lot of shows, they give you a concert grand piano, but I want to thank this show for providing this. It's either piano or Jimmy Carter's old dentures, but tomorrow I'll play it.
You're not going to play
Not
today?
Today, I'm not in the mood.
That's Paul Williams, 44.
When you play Anson in the lower tier, just might sing. Watch out. Okay, you ready to play Hollywood Squares? We'll play it today. Come on.
And if you're lucky and skillful, you may get to play it tomorrow. This is a woman who has played it, I believe, 3 days in a row, correct? Victoria Narbutis, she's our defending champ. She is returning. Wait till you hear this. She's returning with $2,750. That's worth some applause. Okay, well, so far so good, huh? What are your thoughts about earning this amount of money?
I'm surprised.
Really?
And
well, you're an excellent
really
player.
happy.
You're an excellent player. I wouldn't be that surprised, and you got a chance to keep going. Well, we play Hollywood Squares once again today, which we're going to play until we hear the Time's Up bell. Now, whoever's ahead at that time is, of course, our winner. Goes on to play Super Match for up to
$30,000.
I knew you knew that. Okay, our first game is worth $100 plus $25 for every square that is captured. Our champion always gets to start. You know about this, Victoria. Take a look at the board, pick a star, and let's get into action.
Anson, please.
Anson Williams. Was your last facelift tax deductible, Anson? Or can you only write off medical expenses that are related to an illness?
Oh, no, well, I haven't had a facelift, but I know people in show businesses that have had facelifts, and they definitely wrote it off.
I agree.
It is tax deductible. You are perfectly right to agree. You get the first square. No one on this panel, of course.
I had someone had so many facelifts, their belly button was in their neck.
I knew someone else, there was nothing left in her shoes.
Okay, Cindy. They're clever.
Yeah.
They're clever, but can they answer questions? Pick a star.
I hope so. Gene, please.
Gene Rayburn.
Yes, sir.
Alaska has more of these than any other state, and Hawaii has none. Are they Air Force bases or bald eagles?
Well, I've never been, yes, I did stop in Alaska once, Fairbanks, on my way to China. And I didn't see any bald eagles. But I've been in Western Canada on a fishing trip once. You'll find this quite boring, but I'm going to tell it anyway.
Did you bring any slides?
The Indian guide who was in the canoe with us said, look, and he said, for the first time in my life, we saw 7 eagles. He had never seen 7 eagles in the sky at one time, because eagles, you know, are fishing animals. They fish. They dive into the water and catch fish that way. And
yes, Marlon.
I don't
Do you have an answer?
I don't know where an eagle could dive into what body of water in Hawaii to catch any fish. So therefore,
could I buy the movie rights to this answer, please?
By deduction.
Are you sure you want them, Pat?
Alaska.
Yes, Gene?
Alaska.
Alaska.
Is the answer.
Oh. Yeah, okay. So, no, it's... Alaska has more. That's not the question. No. Alaska has more of these, and Hawaii has none. It's Air Force bases or bald eagles.
Who has what?
Alaska has a lot of these, more than any other state. Hawaii has none of these. Air Force bases or bald eagles?
Bald eagles?
Okay.
I told you bald eagles.
But I thought you said Alaska.
How many times do I have to tell you?
Well, I don't know, Alaska. Cindy?
I'm sorry, after all of that, I disagree.
You disagree? Bald eagles it is. You really should have agreed with Jean. Yes. Okay, your opponent gets that square and is off to an excellent start. You weren't talking about eagles, but I still needed the answer. Okay, Victoria, pick a star.
Okay, Mark, please.
Yes. Okay, this will win you the first game if you get it.
Hope I get it.
Which came first, Mark Russell?
Will he get the answer? Yes.
The Big Bang Theory?
Yes.
Or Mae West?
Oh, I didn't get the beginning of the question.
Which came first?
I was rehearsing. Which came first, The Big Bang Theory or Mae West? It was The Big Bang Theory. No, Mae West. Mae West. Big Bang was discovered by a Pulitzer Prize winner, Nobel Prize winner about 2 years ago. Mae West.
Agree or disagree that Mae West came before The Big Bang Theory? Victoria, for the game.
I agree.
Mae West came before The Big Bang Theory. You were right to agree. You get the square. You win the game. Mae West, 1892. The late 1920s for The Big Bang Theory, which of course was a theory of the creation of the universe. And we're going to create some more action on Hollywood Squares right after these messages. You create some to be back with us.
Stay tuned for more of the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour. Back to John Bauman at the Hollywood Square.
Okay, thank you, everybody. 175 for our defending champ, Victoria Narbudas, and nothing so far for Cindy Hoffman, but you do have something. You get to start this game.
Oh,
Pick a star.
Wonderful.
It's worth $200.
Okay, I'll start with Anson Williams.
Anson Williams.
I'm on the
You're an average American guy.
Yeah.
Who can go longer without food? You or your average American wife?
Not my wife, but no. No. Just like, you know, a woman can take more pain than a man, they also can go longer without food.
He says the average American wife can go longer than the average American guy. Agree or disagree?
I'll agree.
The average American wife it is. You're right to agree. You get the first square you get on the board, $25. The reason for this, because more of a woman's body weight is fat. Fat. Pardon me for saying that, Victoria, right when you have to pick a star.
Jean, please.
Jean Rayburn. She's undismayed, Jean.
You call this woman fat? Is that what you're doing, calling this woman fat?
She wears prescription underwear.
Does she look like the average American wife? Jean, you're a guy who's made love to over 100 women.
So what else is new?
Dream on. According to the book Singles, the New Americans, are the chances better that you've been divorced at least twice or that you've never been married?
A guy who has a very active sex life. And the question is, has he never been married or has he been married and divorced twice?
Bald eagles.
Bald eagles, you see, they dive right in. Bing. It's all, and they mate up there. You know, they got those big wings and they just hover around each other, have a wonderful time, free. Well, I would say that a man who's been divorced twice probably has some kind of nutty problem that makes him compulsive, and he's trying to prove something.
Okay. He's not home a lot, we know that.
Okay, so Jean says that the man who's been divorced at least twice is probably the guy who's made love to over 100 women. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
It's the man who's been divorced at least twice. You were right to agree, and you get an X. Okay, we got an O up there, and we got an X up there. Cindy Hoffman, you are playing O, and it's your move. Pick a star for me.
I'll pick Sybill, please.
Sybill Danning. Sybill, according to Mary Kirby's Guide to Meeting Men, what is the best way to dress if you want to pick up a man in a businessman's bar? Should you dress tailored to blend in? Or should you wear something low-cut to stand out?
Gee, you picked the right one, right? Well, since I think businessmen are real serious all day, and when they go into a bar, I think they're looking for something a little low-cut. I don't think they'd want to see me in a business suit, although I do wear them, too. I say
but you still stand out.
Especially from up there, Pat.
If the bar is...
Cindy, Sybill says you should wear something low-cut to stand out if you want to pick up a man in a businessman's bar. Agree or disagree?
I'll agree with her.
You should wear something tailored to blend in. According to this, you should have disagreed, and your opponent gets that square.
They must all be bankers.
Hey, it's Mary Kirby's guy.
That's a dark bar.
Okay, Victoria, you are playing X, and you got 2 of them up there. Pick a star.
Pat to win, please.
Right, this will win you yet another game. Pat McCormick, over the years, have there been more men married to Zsa Zsa Gabor or more members of the Three Stooges?
Since she was married to the Three Stooges, I think I know Zsa Zsa, and one time we had her on a show and did some research on this. I'd say there are more men married to Zsa Zsa Gabor.
Okay, he says more men were married to Zsa Zsa than there were members of the Three Stooges. For the game, Victoria, agree or disagree?
I agree.
There were more men married to Zsa Zsa Gabor. You were right to agree. You hit the square. You win another game. And I'm going to give you the count. Before we go to commercial, I'm going to give you the count. The score is Zsa Zsa 7, the Three Stooges 6, Mo, Larry, Curly, Shem, Joe Besser, and Curly Joe, who is Joe Dorito. Okay, shows how much I know. We'll be back right after these messages. See you then.
Oh my gosh.
Trial.com or call the number on your screen.
$450 for our defending champ, and only $25 for you, Cindy. But we're about to start another game, and it's worth a lot of money, $300.
Yeah,
you get to start. Pick a star.
Anson, please.
Anson Williams.
Yes.
Which is easier to train, Anson? A pig, a penguin, or a poodle?
Could you repeat that, please?
Must I?
Yes, you must.
Which is easier to train, a pig, a penguin, or a poodle?
Train. A pig?
Train.
A penguin or a poodle?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, I did a special years ago down at SeaWorld, and penguins were part of the show, and I found out that penguins are the easiest to train.
Agree or disagree, Cindy?
I disagree.
A pig it is. You're right to disagree. You get the square. Okay, Victoria, she's got an O on you. You're playing X. Pick a star for me.
Gene, please.
Gene Rayburn.
Naturally.
In Denmark, Gene, what do they call the comic strip Peanuts? Is it peanuts or radishes?
Next question. What kind of dumb question is that? In Denmark, do they call peanuts peanuts or radishes? You know what they call match game in Germany?
No.
Schnick schnack. There's no exact translation, so when they license it to do it there, they call it schnick schnack. Isn't that interesting?
But what I really want to know is what do they call the comic strip Peanuts in Denmark?
I'm not going to tell you. You'll tell her.
These people are going to suffer then. Peanuts or radishes?
Such a dumb question, I'm going to say radishes.
Agree or disagree, Victoria?
Disagree.
Radishes it is. You should have agreed with Gene. They call it radishes. Your opponent gets that square, and that's a big break for you, Cindy, because you got 2 O's up there.
I know.
Pick where you'd like to put your third.
Mark to win, please.
Oh, nothing to it, my dear.
Okay.
Mark Russell from Real People. Your teenage son has stained your living room carpet. According to household according to household hints expert Mary Ellen, can you remove the stain with shaving cream or Clearasil?
Well, what did he stain it with? Shaving cream?
A baby stain.
He's a teenage son. He's been toilet trained for a couple of years now.
Not in my house, he won't.
Shaving cream.
Okay, for the game, Cindy, agree or disagree that shaving cream will remove that stain from your living room carpet?
I agree with Mark.
Shaving cream. Remove the stain. Oh boy, that makes it tight. Okay. 450 for Victoria and 400 for Cindy. Let's hurry up and clear the board and move right on to the next game because we've got a real good contest going now. Victoria, you lost that game. That means you get to start this one. This one is worth $400. Pick a star.
Anson, please.
Anson Williams. Anson, is it a good idea or a bad idea to put mothballs in with your new leather pants?
I get them, don't I, Sybill? I mean, this. Is it a good idea or a bad idea?
Right.
Well, it's a good idea because
If
it keeps away. No, it keeps away all those creepy crawlies, and they get into leather. They'll go for that, and they're very expensive. So I would say yes, it's very, very good idea.
Anson says it's a good idea to put those mothballs in with your new leather pants. Every $25 counts now. Agree or disagree, Victoria?
I agree.
It's a bad idea. Your opponent gets that square. Okay, and catches up mothball stained leather. Cindy, you're only $25 behind. Pick a star.
Jean, please.
Jean.
What, again?
Which has
twice so far.
Which has more legs, Jean? Your average spider or your average lobster?
More legs, average spider, average lobster. I would say the average lobster has more legs because there's so many of them that you don't even count. You can't see a spider has only 8.
Agree or disagree that the lobster has more legs than the spider, Cindy?
I'll disagree.
The lobster has more legs than the spider. You should have agreed with Jean in this case. 10 legs for a lobster, 8 legs for the spider. Let's zip right along. Can't zip right along. That's our time's up bell with $475 once again. Victoria Margulis, you did it. You've had some close ones. This is your second or third really close one since you've been on the show. But you seem to somehow squeak through them. You're a good player. You know where to go. Join Gene Rayburn. Get ready for another shot at the big money. Atta girl. I think she forgot. She forgot she could win more. Well, Cindy, that's about as close as you can come and not get there. You are leaving here with $425. You gave her a real good run for her money. You got some money yourself. Thanks for being on Match Game Hollywood Squares. Okay. Right now, I'm going to toss it over to Gene Rayburn.
Okay, John. Once again, congratulations, Victoria here. We'll be back with her and the 9 celebrities for a shot at the big money right after these messages.
Mom.
Now, here to play the super match is Gene Rayburn.
Thank you, Gene Wood. Here we go. Ready, Victoria?
I'm ready.
All right, here's a super match where she can win up to $30,000, and we're going to have a go at it right now. We polled a recent studio audience, said write down your best response to this. Mad blank. Remember, the top answer is worth $1,000, next one $500, and the third one $250. Any 3 of our 9 weirdos here are allowed to assist you. Whom do you wish to call on first?
Anson, please.
Mad Magazine.
Mad Magazine is 1.
John.
Mad Hatter.
Mad Hatter.
Pat, please.
Mad World.
Mad World. All right, so you have Mad World, Mad Hatter, and Mad Magazine. Those are the 3 they've given you. Now you have to make the decision. Do you want one of those, or do you want to create one of your own?
Mad Hatter.
Mad Hatter is what you think of. You. Anything else in your mind?
Mad Men.
Mad Men? All right.
I think Mad Hatter.
Mad Hatter is what she says will be up there under the $1,000 response, and we'll find out right now. We will reveal first the $250 response. Here we go. Mad Man.
Mad Man.
That was your second thought. All right, let's see if Mad Hatter is under the $500 response. Go. Mad Dog is there. Last chance for Mad Hatter. Here we go. You got it. Very good. All right.
Very surprised.
So you put your trust in John, and he did not let you down. You got the $1,000. Now it's time for you to choose a star to play the head-to-head match. And remember, the one you choose will reveal that number in front. It'll be a 10, 20, or a 30, and we will multiply that number by the $1,000 you've just won. All right? Choose a star.
I'm going to stay with them. John, please.
All right, John, grab the tab and give it a pull, and we'll see if it's a 10, 20, or 30. Here we go. Hey, 30. 30. You got it. You are playing for $30,000.
All right, too.
Wow, wow, wow. All right. Don't be nervous, John. It means everything to her.
Bald eagle.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, this is it. Rent a blank. Rent a blank. John is ready. You want to collect that $30,000? All you have to do is match him. How do you do that? Rent a
car.
Rent a car. Okay, John. She says rent a car will match you and get her the $30,000. What do you say to that?
You know, before I started doing this show, I was in a group called Sha-Na-Na.
Right.
And I spent many, many years on the road, and I really thought that to say rent a car would be very specific, possibly, to me, because I have rented so many cars in my travels.
This is like the bald eagle story.
I thought about that. Gene?
Yes.
But anyway, I said...
Rent a car! Okay. Oh, yes. He's got $34,225. Yay! Congratulations to you. All right, we'll be back after these messages.
Some people say...
Ready?
Okay, Victoria's crying, but she's very happy. And
This
so,
says car, and you can now afford a big fancy one. Congratulations.
see you tomorrow. Thank you, stars. Gene Mabry invited you to join us tomorrow.
And John Babbitt saying so long for the Match Game Hollywood Squares out.
A member of our studio audience will receive Hamilton's Millennium Quartz Watch, elegantly profiled with calendar and sweet second-hand. Yellow micron-plated case and mesh band, furnished by Hamilton. This is Gene Wood speaking for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. A Mark Goodson television production.